Uh-oh, here it comes, wherever it's coming from. I hear it. Oh, there it is! Holy...
Right as I get into my mouth.
Whoa! Okay.
I didn't see the missile come in, but I did see most of the explosion.
Then it exploded. So yeah, as you were saying, the map is kind of small for an
MMO. The map is small. For a single player game, the map is massive. But unless they seriously consider doing, I mean, let me lower this music thing because I was kind of rocking out. So in some games, I think it's like Might and Magic. Might and Magic 3 is the one I remember. There was an underworld and an overworld, and Age of Wonders 3 apparently also did that, which is weird because Age of Wonders, from what I remember, was just a like a Greek setting of Age of Empires. So it's weird that it's different now. It's more like Might and Magic Heroes, I think, which actually looks cool. It's on my wish list, but it's not really a high priority. I think it's multiplayer, but not a high priority. Anyway, though, unless they did like a full like major underground kind of area, which I think they could probably do in the lore without going too crazy, because they have that motherlode machine, that mine, and they have all the mines, right? So if they made a expansion, like full-on expansion pack, talking about the old school, where there was a large underground area, it doesn't have to be the same size as the overworld, right? But with like maybe less width and more height, so there's like more depth, different tunnels, and big excavation zones and stuff. I don't know if that'd be the most interesting thing they could do, but that's the level of stuff that I think they would have to do.
Couldn't they do what they did in Fallout 4 and just like have an area where you transition to another zone? Like
there's that too. Yeah.
I mean, that would be perfectly fine as well. Just as a matter of adding additional map area.
Mm-hmm. That'd be the alternative. No, I don't want to do the freaking Grafton Day event. Shut up.
Run away from Grafton.
But yeah, if they want to have long-term game health, they need to add more areas. And I'm pretty sure that's one of the harder things to do.
Well, it's also something but it's something that's still doable.
Yeah,
it's not in a they could just say, hey, a little bit out west from this valley is this or something like that.
Yeah.
They can build it up. I still enjoy it at any scale. I mean, you can have too big. I mean, look at DayZ, right? You have literally it's the concept was good when it came out, but it's so large that you can't even meet up with friends effectively because random spawn. There's hundreds of square miles.
It's a super totally different spawning system than this game, though.
Right.
Game, you can be like, hey, I want to meet up with my friend. Okay, boom, you're in a team. Boom, you teleport to him. It's not like, oh no, we have to be hyper realistic about fucking everything. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with DayZ. Which apparently, I guess there's been an update after like a year of nothing.
Yeah, they had a really big update recently. It looks like they're still trying to make it, but I think
it's a little too late, guys.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They lost the momentum. That was the problem. They were at the front of the wave, and they really just kind of pushed the forefront of this genre, and then everyone, okay, you know what? Everyone just jumped on the bandwagon, and it was a little too late.
Right. I mean, we just had this conversation not too long ago about something. We were talking about a game. It was X4, right?
Yeah.
The people that were like, this game needs like a year or two of patching, and while they might not be wrong, you know, a year or two of extra development time is enough for a different game to come out.
Right. To me, don't get me wrong. The last 2 patches they've had have actually been quite good. They've done a good job on fixing some of the issues. The economy was stagnant. It was kind of a mess. Like I had gotten to the point that all of the stations, there was no war, there was no fighting for the most part. Ships weren't being built, so resources weren't being used, and then you'd end up having a bunch of miner ships out there. I literally melted down 3 of my 7 mining vessels because of the fact that there was nothing I could do. They were just sitting there, and I didn't melt them down. I mean, I sold them back, and then I bought transport ships to move cargo around. I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal, but
you repurposed your assets.
Yeah, basically. I have to be kind of watchful of it because I'm always afraid that I don't want those mining ships, the good ones, are millions and millions of dollars, and I don't want to lose one because that's So I'm trying to build up a fighter fleet to basically follow them around right now, and that's gonna take a little bit of time. There's not much I can do about that. But anyway, so yeah, it's one of those things that when you get to that point, the management is only going to get more intense. And there's still a lot of sectors I need to go through and start exploring, because the thing is that if I open up those other bases and those sectors I haven't gone to, it's gonna open up a lot more trading potential. So I got to find the time to do that, plus still run everything, and I still haven't even put up a base yet, so I can't imagine what it's gonna be like when I get the base set up too. But whatever. It builds on itself, and then eventually you're just more like a super CEO, maybe.